Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know?
I watched a YouTube video recently where they tried to explain who Uncle Charles was. They did like a deep dive on who is Uncle Charles. The most pressing question of 1996. Hey everyone, I'm Dan.
I'm Eddie.
And we are the Deathless Dogs. Today we are trying a whiskey that has been sitting on the shelf for a couple months now. Since Big Turn. This is when I picked it up. And it is Ardbeg 10. An Islay Scotch that I've never had before. I don't think you've ever had it either. So this will be our first foray into the Ardbeg line of Scotch to see what they've got going on.
Ardbeg.
This bottle I picked up at West End Liquor in Red Wing. Same place I bought the Old Forester 1910.
Same place that I bought the Bib and Tucker, the BT.
Right, it's a great little liquor store with a lot of cool bottles in there. Comes in a very handsome box.
Not a tin.
No, not a tin. Just the old cardboard box. It's got some embossing going on throughout. On the back, they're telling you a story, as many Scotches like to do. They really like to spin a yarn for you. I think they plan on you drinking this alone and needing something to read.
Right, yeah, just like sitting on the toilet with some reading material for a while. Drinking Scotch.
I can't imagine drinking whiskey on a toilet.
Yeah, I'm sure people do it. If you drink whiskey on the toilet, comment section, please. Let us know what your favorite whiskey for number 1 or 2 would be.
There's a little dog inside here.
What kind of dog?
His name's Shorty. Peatiest nose on Islay, apart from Ardbeg, that is.
They just that thing.
They're saying their dog has the peatiest nose. I don't know what that means, though. Does that mean he smells a lot of peat, or does that mean he smells of peat? Is he out there just like doing that dog thing where they like
just rolling around in peat?
I could see dogs like to do that on like dead stuff or rabbit shit. They love a good, strong smell.
I was not expecting a green bottle, to be honest with you.
I feel like Scotch tends to trend more towards a green bottle a lot of the time. You think about Laphroaig, this, the only two I can think of right now.
Scotch is out of my forte, man.
Eddie is not a Scotch drinker. I tend to be the one of the two of us who gets more into it. The peatier, smokier, danker Scotch, like, I love it. I want to be able to smell it from across the room if you open it up, you know.
For an aromatic beverage, I feel like. Right.
My girlfriend refers to Scotches as they smell like a leather chair, which she takes as being gross. And I'm like, yeah, it does. Isn't that great?
Nothing like drinking a Red Wing boot.
It's going to pack a punch on the nose, according to the box, because Shorty, the dog, has the peatiest nose other than Ardbeg. The distillery lies at the most southerly part of Islay. Our malt is revered around the world as the peatiest, smokiest, most complex whiskey of them all. This feels like this is like the wrapper of Scottish whiskey. Because it's calling out, it's saying, this is the ultimate single malt Scotch. It's talking itself up as being like, I'm the man, I'm the best.
See, I'm the best, man. I did it.
It is not playing around. They've got a lot of confidence.
They've got that swagger.
I think it's time we crack into it.
Hey, wait. Whoa. What do we have here?
It's a bottle of Ardbeg.
Fresh bottle Poppin! I like the glugging. Hold for glug. I mean, I didn't get as good of a glug as you. You did yours better.
All right, first up, color. Light.
Like almost champagne-ish.
Champagne. I've never seen pear juice, but I imagine this is what it looks like. Super light colors. Let's get it on the nose.
I can smell it from here. I have a horrible nose and I can smell it from here.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
That's nice.
You like this.
Yeah.
This is something that you enjoy. Yeesh.
I don't know that I would say this is the peatiest nose that I've had, though, as they're talking about. I feel like Laphroaig has them in that department.
Even Lagavulin, smells like a campfire. This is more like smoked pickled herring.
You're getting a lot of the brine.
Some fish notes here. This whiskey has some fish notes.
Oh, it's nice.
You're just like chomping at the bit to drink this, and I'm like,
yeah.
oh no.
Yeah.
It's going to ruin my night. Let's clink them and drink them.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Much sweeter than I expected it to be. It starts out, you get the peat on the front, then it gives way to a sweetness.
This just occupies my whole mouth. It tastes like a peat bog. And I feel like I can't distinguish this scotch from any other scotch now. If you told me that this was Laphroaig, if you told me this was Lagavulin, I don't know if I could tell much of a difference. And now when I'm talking, I smell it.
It's going to stay on your breath.
Everywhere.
It's very sweet. This is probably the sweetest Islay I've ever had.
I just off the smell randomly got like green olives. Like a salty green olive vibe. I just got it.
Yeah, that's that brine. But for as briny as the nose is, for it to come through that sweet is impressive. It's earthy, vegetal.
Vegetal?
Yeah.
Vegetable-ish?
Yeah, aka vegetal.
Is that really a word?
Vegetal? Yeah.
I've never heard that.
I can look it up for you.
Please do. I want to see like a dictionary term, please.
Vegetal.
Vegetal. So this is vegetal. I would agree with that statement then. It's pretty much like a weird smoky martini almost.
Yeah, I could see that. A dirty martini. I don't know if it's my favorite of the Islas I've had. I mean, I think that title just goes to Lagavulin by default.
It's different, and I feel like it requires a palate adaptation that maybe I haven't quite opened myself to.
Yeah, I think it's something you have to be open to. I don't know that you give this to somebody who's just doing Jack Daniel's shooters in a bar, you know, and expect them to like it.
All right, so we got a bottle of Ardbeg pushing $55 to $60. Dan, would you buy this again?
I think I would, but I don't think this would be my first choice. I could see buying this again if it was the one they had available at the store. But if there's a Laphroaig or a Lagavulin on the shelf, I'm probably going to take that, depending on price and how much money I have to. Laphroaig comes in cheaper than this usually, and I think I like Laphroaig more. I would buy it again, circumstantially, but there are other ones I would rather drink.
At $55, I can think of about 100 bourbons that I'd probably...
But if we're taking bourbons out of consideration, you're just going to buy scotch. Given the scotches you've had, would this be the one you picked?
I don't think this is going to be the one I pick. Am I willing to try it again? Maybe. But I don't know if Ardbeg is going to be the one that does it for me.
All right, so that about does it for Ardbeg 10. Let us know, have you had this one before? I think some of you had. I've had a couple people mention it, I think, in the comments. Let us know if you've had it before, what you think of it. And also, if you have any other suggestions for whiskeys we should be drinking and trying, please leave them below. We will get to them eventually. We've got a running list that we're working our way through.
And be sure to smash that like button. And from the Western Wisconsin Whiskey Emporium for ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching our video, and we'll see you again soon.
I was trying to buy an organ on Craigslist. Messaged the guy last night and said, hey, is this still available? Is it just the organ, or does it have the case and the legs? And he just wrote back now, I just sold the organ. It had the case and the legs.
Blurb.
Like,
who cares? Yeah. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, it would have looked really nice in here.